That shit just be going off on me.
I already know. I got this shit with Illinois. I just ran through the season. Running back had like 37 touchdowns and 1,600 yards rushing.
Phew.
And the quarterback still threw for 5,000.
Damn.
5,050 tutties. He had 30 some rushing with 1,600.
Niggas was scoring 80 a game.
Best offense the NCAA's ever seen.
Oh. That boy coming in too hot. Uh-oh. Too much wind. These niggas call themselves parachuting in. The thing about parachuting in is when you hit the ground, you still kind of hitting it at a fast speed.
For sure.
Them niggas hit that bitch. You supposed to fall in with your legs up, kind of, and land on your butt, kind of. Really, you know. These niggas came in like they jumped off a roof. These boys
Break the shit out
crumbled.
of his leg.
Yeah, them boys crumbled. Yo, you ever see these? You ever seen these? You ever seen these videos? Of these little African kids trying to pronounce words.
Mm-mm.
Oh my goodness, bro, this shit be having me crying when I be high. Lambo Calambo. It be some simple ass words too, boy. God damn. That nigga ain't about to do nothing, bro. That's too tall. They gonna kill this nigga. I see some 6'10" wide receiver in high school. We better get on the basketball court somewhere.
Hmm.
Oh, I hope nobody was in the back seat of that fucking car.
Mizzou Hoof, man. The fuck? Hey, you seen I jumped that screen? I sent the video to you and Trey and message and shit.
I think I seen it, but I don't remember what it was. Oh yeah. Okay. The pick. I ain't got one of those yet. Not on the screen. Man, they better not fuck this game up.
Nah, I hope not. Like, this is the model number one now. Y'all know how to make recruiting better. You got to go in a little bit more into detail with everything.
Colombo.
And also I hate too the transfer portal when a nigga comes out. Nigga, you don't even have opportunity to even go at people, bro.
Sometimes
Like
they be
half of
gone
the
yeah.
half of the fucking boys already gone and shit.
Welcome
See
to
if it
Pro
turn off on
Bowl
me this
time.
time.
Lavelle Edwards Stadium at altitude. Altitude that's been piloted by the likes of Young,
My
McMahon,
game ain't
and
gonna be
Denver,
good like the
and
one
home
before.
to the BYU Cougars. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the UL Monroe Warhawks offense takes the field to start this game off. And here comes the quarterback. And one thing you know for sure with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Offensive line has got to do a better job communicating, and they got to do a better job pre-snap seeing where this pressure is coming from. That DB was essentially telegraphing his blitz, and nobody picked him up.
They're trying, and here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, looks as if the defense got it.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
That is just what the doctor ordered for any offense. Get a fumble recovery and start your drive 1st and 10. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cougars! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
On the run, it's Gilliam. Keeps the legs moving. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. They knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
This shit said DJ Grumpy could barely up. Nigga said, yeah, no shit, that's why I'm gonna drive from.
17.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting them on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
He's got great speed, and they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. I wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make? Because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And I don't care where you're at on the field, 4th and inches, I like me. I like my chances of getting that, running the play I feel comfortable with, getting the first down.
Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. 2nd down coming up. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's knocked down. But
if I'm running full speed to the right, how can a nigga grab me by my shoulder and yank me down like that? Not no DB, on the fucking running back.
Call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Davis will throw. He makes the connection. Open space at the 25. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily
baby, block that man. You run right down, nigga.
They just get it to him quickly.
And
The
he
hard part
me
now.
out sometimes.
Running and tackling that guy, not easy to do.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Extending the play. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're lacking pressure. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Give to the single back. At the 15, he's loose. He got
I blitzed that hole. I was nobody there.
But he's got the first down.
And what a run. When you're an offensive coordinator and you're backed up, you're just trying to create some space to get out of your own end zone, and it's always a nice bonus when you pop one and create some serious space for your offense and some momentum going forward.
Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. The quick out. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
Fuck me.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. And the Warhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse. And he breaks into the open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. BYU now into the red zone. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Mayer. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And that was a nice 2nd down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, BYU!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off the field, get them some more possessions. This offense didn't spend a lot of time on the field in the 1st quarter. David, I think they got to run the ball here and try to establish some rhythm.
They got to establish something. And you're right. You'll wear your defense out. Continue. You keep getting the football back.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Warhawks will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Cougars. How about the special teams coming up with a huge play? They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pub up. And this guy got a lot of that pub, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams. You can see the speed, you can see the wheels, and you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, gigantic implications in this top 15 battle today, and check out what's going down. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game.
You calling
They're
the foul in
trailing
the
by
gym. This
3
nigga's a
to
90-year-old quarterback
Kansas.
sophomore.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys have been keeping an eye on it
17
for us.
passes and leading and throwing.
Back to throw, it's Jennings. Coming after.
Good shit, Tim. I
And
see
the
you, boy.
freshman will chalk up a sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He finds his man. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Warhawks will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They unleashed an aerial assault last. Unleashes one deep. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, BYU!
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Lining up for the team. And the extra point makes it 28-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Looking for an alley from, and he loses
So you
the
strip.
ball.
Come on, how did we not get that rock?
Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession. Guys,
Clean
we'll see
strip,
what this
too.
Warhawk offense can get done this time. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive.
Oh, got another one. Take that to the crib, though.
Defense snatches it, and they reverse the field.
Back to back one, boy. This one we picked up, took to the one.
You get the football, man. Watch the defensive guys turn into blockers. And understanding how to follow your blockers, and he did everything right except for getting the end zone. Got it inside the 5-yard line. Now
Robbing niggas, bro.
great field position.
What a shot in the arm something like that can give you. You take over 1st and goal from the 3. Trying to power it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
I just didn't get that, bro.
We'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The head coach going to keep the offense on the field and go for it on 4th and goal. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Almost ready to kick it away
What the
after
fuck,
scoring the
nigga?
touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. He's got it. At the 45 on his way. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse.
So
The freshman
we got
able
that
to
10.
get home with the sack. The Warhawks in the hurry up. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Makes the catch. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass.
Yes, sir.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Gotta make you put that down,
The
boy.
defense calls the timeout.
Don't
Their
take the
2nd
prayer.
of the day as they try to get their act together. 4th down, and
Sure,
the punt
don't try.
team sends it the other way. No fair catches here, looking for room. He gets a block.
And let him take it to the crib,
And
dude.
it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown,
They let him take it to the crib. Told him not to let him take it to
So
the
much
crib.
for putting your heels on the 10 and not
For the
going
half?
backwards. He didn't want to just let that go. He grabbed it and took it to the house.
And when you got that kind of ability, I will give you the green light. Absolutely. You just catch it and you just go. He does the refs 10-yard line, 5-yard line, 1-yard line. When you do that, it's all great.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UL Monroe has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I'm trying
You
to
got to
put
be
it to
impressed with this
fight.
defense
Hey,
early in this
I
game,
do
guys.
that.
They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And the Warhawks will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Davis looking to pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete to the left. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Catch in the middle.
Get out there.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
BYU has this offense clicking. Little touch pass to the receiver.
Man, all you gotta do is touch that nigga, man. I hate that they do that. They need to fix that shit, bro.
And now on second down
In
for
the
this
round, they
offense.
just don't touch that nigga. They just don't touch that nigga.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
What a piss poor drive I put together right here.
Get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long,
Piss
different
poor.
ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball
Let's get
falls
lucky.
This is a third and long. They're
Oh.
going to throw it again. He
Let me
wants
get
to
lucky,
take the
big dog.
top off.
6.
Touchdown, BYU!
This poor drive that ends
And
with
the
6
rout
anyways.
is on.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy.
That's the second time they done blitzed that safety from way back there. What the fuck they thinking?
Right in the bread basket. Nice play. Nice pitch.
As soon as that nigga start coming, nigga, I'm bop.
Throwing it.
Yeah.
This guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That's the definition of an explosive play.
Bring that nigga in the box. Well, son.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's
That's 14
happening
points
in
on
a
the safety
great
blitz
college
when you fought
football
this.
matchup. Western
Let's stop.
Michigan is currently working from
Man,
behind.
left.
How many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Buffalo.
Swings it out to the flat.
Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to throw. It's Pedrino. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Nobody got that. So, but
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Warhawks line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got great speed. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient.
Looking for a huge play.
oh, good
And the
D.
DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it,
Whew.
tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Tackle was made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
This
Knew
nigga,
where he
man,
wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his
is
target.
killing me
It's
when they drop it.
incomplete.
Dog.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. They're setting up the screen.
Just
Not a
did.
whole
He touched
lot of
nobody.
room there on that screen pass.
That
It
was
just
really
never
wild.
developed.
He just did.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the
That's
screen
what they
game's a
got.
big
Fucking-
part of it, too. They're trying to get him
They
going.
sure don't.
Quick release on the RPO. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. The offense will stay on the field and go for it
surprised
on
we did
4th
this.
down. 2 for 3 so far in this one. Across the 25,
Hey,
he's
it's the
got
crib.
room. And he's brought down after a nice gain. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Davis will throw. He'll pull it down and run. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And the Cougars look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires on the move. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Yeah, remember I got all these plays down here, Mike.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Snapped it in the shotgun. Grabbed over the middle. It's Mayer. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Slings it downfield. Makes a
Hey,
connection.
touchdown. Come on, baby.
And he'll be
Gotta give me that
run out of
6.
bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage total.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
This is what an elite team does.
BYU lines up with a 1st and goal.
42 Spider.
Grab near the marker. It's Mayer. Touchdown Cougars. And the pummeling has started. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Collins. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad...
Good shit, 2-9.
All the way back at the 5.
That fuck
Well,
me,
the
man.
defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You can see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Guys in the backfield
Send
now,
that shit
do not
out.
just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Pick
Can't
that.
make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense.
We're gonna let them get the hat trick on the punt return right here. Let's see.
And the Warhawks send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a move.
Hat trick. Hat trick.
He will score.
That one was crazy.
Touchdown, BYU.
And that is one of the biggest
Got 2
plays
number
of
ones
that
on the field
young
at the same
man's
time.
football life. A true freshman taking the punt
Find that
to the
nigga.
house. I'm the head coach. I like that. I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively.
coming, they're looking like
He's got
Sam
some
Neill shit.
special ability.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. After giving up the punt return for the score, let's see if they have an answer on the kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Collins. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often.
Him down too.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on 2nd and long from the 6. Back to throw, it's Pedrino.
Uh-oh.
He
He down
just
too.
kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. 1st down to start the drive after the break. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Across the 25. Touchdown, Cougar! And the stomping has commenced. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball.
You
So
wanna
they
follow
gotta do
that
something
out?
there offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency there.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Looking downfield, it's Pedrino. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
On 3rd down, going up top. Finds his man. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The Warhawks decide to punt it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses...
He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
Let's go.
Touchdown, BYU! And the beatdown has ensued. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for quick update. Let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Tulsa is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no short thing right now. They're up by a field goal over Southern Miss. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Yeah, and this offense has struggled all day. And how about the protection up front? You got to protect your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. And his second sack of the day. Nice. A lot more passing situations coming with this team down big.
Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Warhawks will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. The offense set for a 1st down play.
Stephen Marbury.
Snagged in the middle. It's Rodriguez.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Caught over the middle. It's Graves. Touchdown, Cougars. And the punishment has been extended. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the front of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. UL Monroe has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Looking to pass. It's Pedrino. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
He looks that one in nicely. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one.
God damn, we can ask what this 2K shit, boy. Fuck.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Now 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, BYU! And the route is on. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He'll start this drive firing. Grabbed behind the line. It's Collins. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Back to pass, it's Pedrino. Working that left side now. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Warhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the 0 at the 37. First down here for the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Inside the 25. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Cougar! And the pummeling has started. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Well, you could draw a line. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Out.
Had to record that game before I lose that surfer, boy. Come on, do it. Come on. Come on. Yeah, put it in there. That's 100-0.
We over here down by 2. Who's gonna ask? We about to send the rest of the season and say, fuck it.